Yo, what's good with you? On today's video, we got how to make a Battlegrounds game. Pretty sure this is part 5. Stuff this video is gonna be, it's a shorter video compared to the other videos. I just want to get out hotbar. This is as you can see in the title, is covering the hotbar. We're gonna integrate the hotbar where we have a custom hotbar with the 1, 2, 3, 4 keys and then the name of the ability, so the player knows what ability for each keybind, right? And then part 6 will include the ultimate bar and stuff. I just want to let people know it's going to be a shorter video simply because I didn't really have time to start working on the ultimate bar. So I was just going to knock out the hot bar since that was easier. But yeah, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Okay, so first things first, we need to, of course, make the Hotbar GUI. So I'm going to insert a screen GUI into starter GUI. I'm going to rename set GUI Hotbar GUI, right? I'm gonna name it Hotbar GUI. Did I go with a capital B? Well, I did go with a capital B, yeah. Because I guess that is two different words. So yeah, and then of course we're going to disable reset on spawn, right? And then I'm gonna go ahead and insert a frame into the hotbar, and then I'm gonna name this frame hotbar frame, and then of course we're just gonna move it, like somewhere down here, right? Let's see. Let me change the size. So let's get the sizing right. So I think about 400. I think, like, yeah, 400 by 100 should be good, because it really doesn't have to be, yeah, it doesn't have to be like great, like giant or anything. Then we'll set the background transparency equal to 1, right? Then I'm gonna go ahead and insert a UI grid layout, right? This will control the sizing and positioning. So I do want a good amount of space, so let's put like 10, right? And then as for the icons, let me not even mess around with the numbers. Let me just go ahead and just get an idea. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna insert a text label and stuff. This is just simply so I can get the size, so I can just know what type of size I'm gonna go for here. I think 50 by 50 is good. Yeah, like a 50 by 50 box should be good. Maybe increase it to like okay, not a 7, a 70 maybe. Not, yeah, I think 50 by 50 is actually good. Let me see. Let me test the text. Let me try. Okay, I don't know. Fire fist. Okay, yeah. And then if we scale the text, ugh, that's the only thing, because I don't know. We might actually have to make it. Yeah, might have to make the size just a little bit long. Maybe do like 70. That looks so janky. Okay, you know what? It don't even matter. We're just gonna do 50. We're just gonna go 50. You guys can go whatever size you want, so it doesn't really matter. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. But for me, I'm gonna go 50 by 50. So boom, 50 on the X, 50 on the Y, right? And then 10, 5. And now I'm gonna insert my text label. So I'm gonna insert my first text label. So boom, insert a text label into the hotbar frame, right? I'm gonna go ahead and, well, actually, it's actually up a little bit too far. Let me make this, I don't know, how do I want to do this? I think I want to make the frame a little bit smaller, honestly. Like, set it to, no, not just that. Like, set this to like 70, and then make it, hold on, let me make the background visible so I can just drag it down somewhere. Yeah, just like right there, boom. Right now we're going to rename this text label. Here's how we're going to name all of them. We're going to go skill 1 text label. If you notice, we're trying to get it to match here, right? Skill 1, then just the 2 words, text and label, right? So we have our skill 1 text label. So, following background standards, we're going to do 0.5 background transparency. The background will of course be black, or sorry, not black, like a dark grayish color. But again, you guys can choose what, you guys can go about it whatever way you want. Then of course there will actually be no text. Well, by default, I should say. We're gonna set the text. So, but rich text, scale text. You want the text color to be white, and then we could do black text stroke. And then, like I said, no default text. Boom, right? That's going text label. Now we're going to actually duplicate this, and you're gonna insert this, what you just duplicated, into it, right? So it's gonna probably do some weird stuff like that, right? You're gonna want to rename the text label that we just inserted into it. You're gonna want to rename this to skill 1 keybind. Skill 1 keybind text label, and it's as the name implies, this will be the keybind. So we need to obviously make this smaller, and these are not going to have into a background. It's going to be very, very small. So background transparency is going to, background transparency is 1, of course. And then for sizing, 50 by 50. Now this, you do want to have text. So you're going to put whatever the keybinds are for your game. So, usually most games, it's like, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's a little, yeah, it's a little too giant right now. Let's make it maybe like 25. And then like place it at the top. Boom, there we go. But like I said, everything is all up to you guys. There we go. Now we have it. So all we gotta do now is just duplicate this. Since I have 4 abilities, then we'll just do it. We'll duplicate it 3 times. Select it, Control D, 1, 2, 3, and then literally now it's just renaming. That's what we're gonna do. So skill 2. Make sure you go through and double check to make sure each one is has its own individual name, like skill 1, skill 2, skill 3. You don't want any of them to have the same exact name. So boom, skill 3, and then boom, skill 4. Okay, there we go. And just like that, guys, we have set up our hotbar, right? Oh, well, I actually forgot. I need to set the text. I also need to make sure you also update the text. So 1, 2, and then 3, and then 4. Okay, now we are good to go. Since we're done with that, we can move on to one other change. So I do have some other small changes. So you guys know how we normally have the core script, the local core script inside of the character selection GUI. If you pay attention to my other series, you would know I usually put this inside of the starter player scripts, as it's just better in my opinion to keep it there. So we're actually going to move it there. So you're going to want to move the core script, the local version, from the character selected GUI into starter player scripts, right? Then we're going to make some changes to the script once we get there. One last thing I want to do before we get to the actual scripting changes is I want to insert a string value into each skill. Okay, and I actually forgot to delete that. Oh, well, I forgot to delete that. I'll just delete it now and then just go through it with y'all. So delete that anyway. Okay, so here's what you want to do, right? You guys notice how, this is how we identify what skill is for each individual character, but we need to put it in exact, a name and stuff, because players, they don't want to see just skill 1. They need to know what the name is, what the name implies. So they know, okay, this attack has fire, this attack has ice, whatever, right? So you're going to want to insert a string value into the skill folder. Then the name is going to be skill name for all of them, and then you're going to set the value of the string value to whatever the name is. So I'm just put like fire first. This is an example. So that's what you will put, right? So then we're going to duplicate this, Control D, Control D, Control D, and then you're just going to drop it into each individual skill. And then make sure you do this for each character and stuff. I'm only doing this for one character, as there's not really a point for me to sit here and do it for all of them stuff, right? So Fire Fist, and then for the other ones, I'm just going to change it. I'm just going to change it to skill 2, skill 3 for the names. It's going to give the first one an actually unique name, and everything else just have default names, right? Skill 4, right? Boom. Now that we're done with that, we can move on to the script. We can actually move on now to the script changes, right? Let's open up the local script. Or local script. So of course we need to change how we reference the character selected GUI since it's no longer parented. We're going to say player.player GUI, wait for child, character selected GUI. Then we're going to create a variable for our hotbar GUI. I'm going to say local hotbar GUI is equal to same thing, player.player GUI, wait for child, hotbar GUI, right? Then I'm going to scroll down here and we're going to add in an event. So we're gonna go down here, enter, gonna say else if event type is equal to, in quotation marks, hotbar update, as the name implies. This is, we're gonna update the hotbar with all the players' skills, right? So first things first is skill number. Oh, I forgot to delete this too. You know what? I'm gonna start reverting back. But anyway, okay, so I know you guys probably don't have this. Add this. So simply just, comma after arg1, then arg2, right? So the skill number, this is going to be the number of the skill, 1, 2, 3, or 4. So we know which text label to update, right? So this is going to be argument 1. Then we have the skill name, which of course is the name of said skill. So we know what the text is going to say. So that's equal to argument 2, right? So we're going to use the for I loop. We're going to say for iv in pairs, hotbar GUI dot hotbar frame, get children, enter. You're going to say if v.name is equal to skill number dot quotation marks. This is why, okay, now I'm going to do that. This is why I said naming is important. So text label, this is why I said naming is important, because you guys see how the name of the folder matches skill one, then just the word text label, or the two words text label, right? So boom, as long as it matches, then we're gonna say v.text is equal to skill name. That simple, right? That's how we update on the local side. Then we can move on to the combat script on the server side. I'm sorry, the core script on the server side. Let's open this. All you gotta do is just add a for I loop so that we can send over the information. So what was it? Oh, it was right before the weapon stuff. So it was like right here, yeah, right here. So we're gonna go in between here, right? Pretty much right before the weapons check. And then you're gonna use the for I loop. You're gonna say for I2 v2 because I think there's already a I believe, or no, I just decided to do it then I guess. So for I2 v2 in pairs, you're gonna say v. I'm so confused. Like, what is going on? Wait, because if this is wait, I'm confused. Yeah, see now I'm confused because never mind. I remember now. Okay, sorry guys. Okay, so we're gonna go here. You guys see how we have the for I loop here to check which character, to check if the player has a game pass, if it's a game pass character or not, where we're pretty much setting the current character's value. So here's what I'm gonna do, right? We're gonna go after this end, right? Then what I'm gonna do is for I2 v2 because there's a yeah, there we go. Now I see. I believe so, at least in pairs, right? And I'm going to say v get children enter, right? Because remember, this is the character folder, so I'm getting all the skills. That's pretty much what I'm doing, right? And I'm going to run a check, of course. I'm going to say if player dot current character dot value is equal to v dot name. This is just a double check to make sure that they are, the character name matches whatever character skills we're looking at, right? And v2 is a folder, right? We need to make sure it's a skill folder. Enter. Then I'm going to say core event fire client singular player, comma, then of course the name of the event is Hotbar update. Then we need to send over some information. We need to send over the skill number, so v2.name, which is this, so it'll be skill 1 in this case. Then v2.skillName.value, which will be the value of this, so the name of the skill, right? Boom. And just like that, guys, we have finished everything with the Hotbar. Now I just needed to make a few adjustments to the module script. Not really sure why. I really don't know how I didn't notice this before, but it don't matter. Fixed it now. So you guys see how there's a space between character and one, but obviously there is no space here. We need to update that. So delete that, delete the period, regular brackets, quotation marks, character 1, right? Just like that. And then you're simply just gonna do that over and over again for however many characters you have. And then of course just change the number to 3, right? And then I forgot, like, I really don't know how I didn't notice this before. And then I forgot to also update this. So make sure you update it with the specific character folder, because before I was referencing the main character, the global character folder up here. So yeah, so make sure you're doing your actual character folder. So character 2 folder and character 3 folder, and boom, just like that, guys, we are done. Let's go ahead and test to make sure everything works. As always, if you guys want access to any one of my scripts and models, you guys can become either a channel member or a Discord subscriber. Link to either one of those options can be found in the description and stuff. So okay, boom, as you guys can see, when I join, I now have all my skill. But did I forget to change that one? Let me see. Forget to update the value. No, that's weird. This says skill 4, skill 3. That's weird. Yeah, there's only one. That is so weird. Yeah, that's pretty weird. Okay, and that means it's working. If you try to press one of the keybinds and it says load animation required asset ID, yeah, that means it's working. But I'm confused. Why does it say fire fist? And let me see. If I die, okay, yeah. It'll only update. Yeah, okay. So it'll only update if I switch characters, which is good. So let me try switching characters really quickly. The chat is in the way. Skill name is, oh yeah, I didn't add that for character. Why is it? I'm confused. I say fire fist. Let me see. I did do this right. I believe I did this right, at least. So, okay. Y2, V2 in pairs, we get children if player the common character. Add value, you could video name, then V2 that name. Send over player, hotbar update. V2 name, V2 skill name. That is weird. Oh, I accidentally forgot to change the text label. Okay, so I did that part right. I just forgot to change the text. Where's the name, yo? Oh, am I tripping? Where's the name? Oh, there, but like, why is it empty? There we go. Okay, this is supposed to be skill 4. Okay, there we go. So make sure you update that if you didn't already. I must have forgot to do that. Okay. So now if I press play, there we go. There we go. We have the one skill I named, and then skill 2, skill 3, skill 4. There you go. So now you guys see stuff. Obviously, I'm going to add on to this in the future. You know, we're going to integrate our cooldowns and stuff. So it has, you know, an actual effect of like, you know, like the red and stuff from like my Blade Ball series. And then next I'll be doing the ultimate bar and stuff. So stay tuned for that and stuff. If you guys enjoyed the video and if you've been enjoying the series, definitely leave, like, subscribe, let me know anything you want to see in the comments, any suggestions, any bugs or issues you find, let me know in the comments, and I will fix those in the future and stuff. You guys already know. If you want to see the series continue, to show the video lots of love, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And thank you guys for 8,000 subscribers. Really do appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video.